Oh, look at the dimension. So I'm going to take my scissors and cut out that piece. And we'll move on to the next step. Be back. Okay, so now we're going to... So I'm not going to show y'all the perfected clock without me messing it up. Because as you can see, I got some extra. Let me lay it down. I'm going to cut this press off. I didn't get my dimensions correct, so got some extra room over here, and you can see down here is buckling, so I'm gonna play with this a little bit more or try to find the dimensions. I thought I saw some with the dimensions, so once I get the dimensions perfect, I'll be back to reprint it. But I just want you to see how that glitter just popping. I can't wait till it's right. Okay, I'm back. So I finally figured it out. I've been had the design together, but the problem is getting it to print the right size. So I use Cricut for design. Well, Cricut, if you see this, let me see if I can zoom in. You see where it has that little triangle is? Cricut only prints for a certain dimension. So when you go to click it, you're going to click make. You get this message and it says project incompatible because it's too big to print. So what I did, I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I went here and I did snipping tool. When you do snipping tool, since I don't have a Mac, I can't screenshot. So I click new. I'm going to try to hold this and show y'all. Basically, I just took a square of the screen that I'm in. So hold on one second. Let me try to prop you up so you can see what I'm doing. Let me see. It would have been worse if I wouldn't have broke my doggone handle. Well, anyway. Let me see. So, you do it that way? Okay. Bam. I took a snapshot. You're going to click file and you save it or whatever. I saved it to my desktop. So once I got it saved to my desktop, I'm not going to save it again. I tried it in Word and I couldn't get that to work. So then I went over. I was finna download Silhouette because that's what everybody was recommending. I'm like, come on, I don't feel like downloading nothing else. My computer already moves slow enough as it is. So I remembered that I had Inkscape. So when I opened up Inkscape, I pulled this up and I just opened up the snapshot. Now, the The dimensions that it needs to be is 7.5 by 7.5 if you do the circle, if you can just straight print it. Well, I can't figure out how to straight print it yet. I wanted this done today, so I still had, if you can see when I clip it over, all this on the side, that's all in the all this white space on the side. If you can see right here, all this around the circle, that's included in the dimensions. Well, I need my actual dimension, my clock, to be 7.5, 7.5. So I couldn't figure out how to do that to take the background out. That's another day. So I basically kept clicking this one up, the dimensions, the width and the length, the height at the top, until I figured it out how to make it big enough for my clock. So I got it now. So I got it. This is the paper that I'm gonna use to press for my sublimation. What am I trying to say? My sublimation paper. Well, actually, this is a regular piece of copy paper because I didn't want to keep messing up my sublimation paper. Well, I just kept doing it to make sure it lined up to match this. So the actual dimensions that I have at the top, even though I want this to be 7.5, I can't figure that out. But it's more than one way to skin a cat. So I just got my dimensions at the top. I have them both at 9.5. That way it leaves me enough room on the side to cut out. And it makes it big enough to fit here. Okay, so I will come back when, am I ready to press? I think I am. Let me show you how we're gonna get ready to press it. Okay, so we're gonna come over here, and I am taking my light away. Y'all gonna have to excuse me because I'm working with limited light, but I got a sleeping baby and I don't want to bother him because we need, excuse me, he has to get all his nap in. So this is what I am printing on. This is just regular white cardstock. You can see that shine. Oh, that shine is what does it. Well, anyway, that's what I want my image to be on. So I just have this little black thing. I have a heat press in the back. I'm using the Cricut Easy Press today, but I have a heat press in the back that needs some work done to it. So we use the mat off of it. And I just line my paper up here. Then I'm going to take my sublimated, well, my copy paper, but this is my design. And I just do them backwards. And I'm going to just scoot it up to the top as much as I can. That way I won't waste too much cardstock, because, you know, you never know what you're going to need a bottom for. You never know. I got kids doing crafts and projects or whatever. Then I'm going to take, y'all excuse my nails because it's the weekend. I got to redo my nails. What did I just do with my heat tape? Oh, if you can just see the behind the scenes, honey, there's stuff everywhere. Okay. I'm going to take my heat tape and I'm going to put the camera down. But basically, I'm going to just take off 2 pieces and put one right here and right here. I'll be right back. To hold down the pieces, this is my little work section where I have my screws here to make sure you keep up with all your screws. This is the border of the clock and the glassy. And this is my actual clock, and that's my tape to hold it down. I've already removed the middle pieces. That's why I have them lined up here. That way I know the order in which to put them back into the clock. So I have this piece of cardstock. This is a regular glitter cardstock. I got it from Walmart. What brand is this? I have to find a brand and link it. But it's on the paper aisle. It's glitter cardstock and comes in all white. And then I have another pack that comes with gold and silver. So I'm going to take a piece of my white butcher paper. And so I can line it on top of that. And we're going to get ready to press. 1 second. Go ahead and warm. You can see my easy press is set at 430 seconds. I just pressed that twice and I'll come back to you and show you when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to get my light back in. Excuse the shadows, but like I said, I'm working with little cover light situation. So I've already pressed it. And then this is my butcher paper, and we're just gonna take it off. And as you can see my design through there. So hopefully it looks pretty on the other side. We're gonna do the big reveal together. Excuse me, I got a text in progress. So we're gonna just slide this off of here. And pop. Oh man. I tell you what, I'm gonna reprint this. As you can tell, I was in the middle of texting and I got it a little not worried about it being crooked because I was gonna cut the circle anyway. But if you can see where the slightly faded or whatever, which is still work, this is not the color that I want, because I'm gonna show you the one I did the right way. The difference in the color, it was just the different size. You see that difference in that color popping? I don't want to do nothing, so I'm gonna redo it so I can press it again, and I'll be right back. Just let me reprint it and we're gonna press it again. I'm just gonna make sure I put enough pressure because I didn't put no pressure on there that time. Be right back. See, this is all trial and error, and I can just show you a finished product, but I'm showing you all the mistakes so that way you know. See, this is all trial and error. I'm showing you all my mistakes. That way you know this. Like, if you really want to know, let me show you. I have pressed this thing this many times. You see this right here? This was when I was trying to get my dimensions and stuff right. Like, this ain't no game. All this ain't never done. Let me show you. That's another one. This is another project that I did earlier, which is so cute. I'll let y'all see that at the end. But yeah, this is all trial and error. So here go another one that I printed. And another one. So this ain't no lie. Like, it takes a couple times, but I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, I got it printed now. It's still a little bit light for my liking right here at the top. But since it's just for me, well, I'm going to put it in my daughter's room. We're going to make it work. So now I'm going to take my scissors and go around and cut the excess line off and cut the inside line off. And that way it can just let. Okay, we back. So I got everything in here, and as you can see, I got the hole pretty big, which is fine, only because I'm going to put the stuff in there. But the next time I do it, of course, I'm going to do the hole smaller. But you can see the glass reflects on that glitter and makes it look so, oh, so luscious and oh, so cute. Anyway, well, the next thing you have to do, we have to put the clock back together. Oh, shit. Hold on. Uh-oh, excuse me, language. I have to put my arms back in. I'm about to connect the clock without putting my arms in. Let me show you how I do that. Be right back. I know you can't see nothing. Basically, I'm just screwing everything back. I got my little mini screwdriver. I always keep your screws on hand. And I'll just be back once I get everything screwed up. When you get it screwed, you have to make sure you line the holes back up with each other. Be back. All right. Look like, good angle. Look like we back in action. Let me get some light. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Right, look like we back in action. Got my clock on there. As you can see, the hand going around and it's ticking. Got like 323, 324 on there, if you can see through the shadow. Let me see if you can see. Anyway, you see that time and it's clicking, and it is 3:24 p.m. So let's go around and make sure the hands still work. Once they hit the 12 or whatever. As you can see, that little hand moved over a little bit. So we in business. Zoom in. As you can see, a little hand moved in the corner, so that means it's working. We in business. Oh, this glitter is just beautiful. I'm gonna play with a couple more of these, and I'll check back in when I show y'all when I do something else. Bye. Thanks for tuning in with me today.